Have I thought about being an esports commentator? Honestly, the answer there is no. Do I think that I could be a good esports commentator? I think I could, but I would have to do a lot of research. Like, I have understood fighting games at a high level. Even fighting games that I don't play, I've understood at a high level. I used to go to EVO and watch the finals and understand what was going on in Guilty Gear when I don't play Guilty Gear. I have that analytical mind for it, but it does take work. And I want to personally compliment anyone who does that, like, professionally, because you need a lot of knowledge of what's going on in a competitive nature to be able to properly analyze and commentate on it. It's not just you sitting there acting like an asshole. You actually have to be as informative as you are entertaining. And I will give credit where credit is due, that people who do that, that's work. That's not, oh, look at that guy, he's so lucky because he gets to be up there at a desk or on a in front of everyone talking on the stream, and he's like well known now because of it. Yeah, but that's a hard job. That's not easy, and people should not think that. They should know that that's hard to do. Okay, people deserve respect and a lot of compliments for being able to do that. You're standing in front of thousands of people on a stream or at a public event like a tournament. You're trying to give information about a game in a digestible way for a lot of people who don't understand that game, and make it both appealing to a wide stream audience, but at the same time analytical enough that people who understand the game want to also know what's going on. You see, there's a lot to it that you probably don't realize. So the answer between could I do it or would I do it? Could I do it? Yes, I feel I could, but it would be a lot of work. It would be a lot of research. It would be a lot of practice. You know, I'd have to actually try my hand at it and get better, because the thing is, most of the competitive games today I'm not into. I haven't watched a competitive match of Dragon Ball FighterZ since this launch of the game. I haven't seen a single match of Guilty Gear Strive. I'm serious. King of Fighters 15, I understand the meta of it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to sit here and watch and study these games a lot in order to be informed enough to do it. So could I do it? Yes. Would I do it? Likely no. What it would mean is that I would have to invest so much time and effort into it to get good at it that I wouldn't want to do it, because you guys know I love what I do. I love being the interactive streamer. I love putting out the content I do with you guys. This is where it's at for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to take time away from doing this to go be a professional in another capacity. What's funny about it was, when I first started with Machinima, okay, as a partner there, within a year of working for them, they wanted to have an interview with me. And they sat down with me on Skype, and the person, I can't even remember who the person was who was interviewing with me. It was some kind of a head up in the company, probably someone who was responsible for the partner program or whatever. And they sat down with me, all right, and it was the weirdest conversation. The guys turned the conversation towards, well, basically, you understand that none of this that we're doing now will last forever. So what would you eventually like to do once you're not a YouTuber anymore? And I was like, can you repeat the question? Like, I'm just becoming a full-time YouTuber. You signed me to a contract, a lucrative contract, to make ad revenue on my videos. And within a year of me doing it, you're literally saying to me in a sit-down interview over Skype, you're not going to do this forever. What else do you want to do? And I was like, well, I'm not really understanding what you're saying to me. Can you give me an example? And the guy was like, well, we know that you have a history in the fighting game community, and we know that you have a lot of knowledge about fighting games. Did you ever think about being an esports commentator? And I was like, no, but I guess I could do it if that was to be a thing that I had to do because YouTube fell through for some odd reason. I guess that's something that I could look to do, but I don't know that's anything that I've thought about or wanted to do. And the guy goes, all right, so I'm just going to put that down that you answered that you want to be an esports commentator. And I was like, okay, I guess. I have no idea what the point of that interview was with the guy. It was confusing as shit. I was so at a loss. It was almost like the higher-ups at Machinima thought that, like, everything was going to implode, when the hilarious part about that is the only thing that imploded was Machinima, right? I mean, sure, you can argue there was the YouTube adpocalypse and all of that, but here I am 14 years later from starting up being a content creator. It's still my job. I'm still enjoying. In fact, I would say I'm doing better content today than I ever did before. I'm having so much fun doing it.